Hello Misamotos and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're having an amazing day. And today I'll be your teacher. Hang on. Your teacher. Or I can also be a police officer from a movie. I feel like they always wear sunglasses, and I think that's what I'm cosplaying as right now, right? I kind of look like I just got invited to a costume party and I didn't have a costume, so I just DIY'd some sort of situation and now I'm a police officer. I don't want to be a police officer. I think I'm gonna have to go with teacher, but also teacher from a porn, to be honest. Yeah, this is the look today, guys. I'm just trying different stuff with my hair because I'm just this close to shaving it off. But I'm also this close to happiness because visitor. No, I wish. Just a mailman. Do you think I could also be a mailman? Today is a good day for you and for me. And is that not a Michael Jackson song? Because I will make and judge, so maybe it's not a good day for you, recipes that you guys have sent me. And spoiler alert, it'll be sour, if you know what I mean. I'll sacrifice myself for you to see if they're good or not. So without further ado, let's get into the first recipe, shall we? This is a recipe that I feel like won't be really good, but it looks very cute the way it's presented in the reel. So we're gonna have to try it. Our first recipe is gonna be lemon pot. I feel like this is not an English word. Posset? I think it's probably French, right? Posset? I have never heard that word before, so it must be French. British? I'm gonna make half the recipe. So, yeah, here's what you need for lemon posset. It should be French. I'm dying on that hill. Before juicing them, I will cut them like this instead of like this, so that in the end I have somewhere to put our posset into, you know? So cut them lengthwise. Then I'm also gonna peel out most of the fruit so that it's just the empty shell. 100 grams of heavy cream, 30 grams of sugar, about 15 grams of lemon juice, a quarter of a tablespoon of lemon zest, and half a teaspoon of vanilla. And lastly, some hollowed out lemons, but they're heavy in your chest. They try so hard to fight it, but it's hopeless, hopeless. You're hopeless. Now it's potty time. I don't actually have to go to the toilet, but we'll have to use the pot. To that potty pot, you're gonna add the heavy cream, the sugar, and the lemon zest. A tip that I'm not following: do not let lemon touch anything metallic like this. Don't be like me, be smart. Now we let it come to a slight simmer and let it simmer for 3 to 4 minutes. After 4 or so minutes, remove it from the heat. It smells absolutely shit. Once off the heat, you can add your lemon juice and also the vanilla. And it should start to thicken immediately, which it does. It's not really like thickening, but it's gotten a little thicker. And we've got a sieve here and just another container that is also not a metal container. Look at me learning. We're gonna strain it because of the lemon zest. Can I taste this already? Wow, that was a really easy recipe because as a last step, we can now fill it into our hollowed out lemons, but they're heavy. Once we filled them, does anyone even know this song? Here's to hoping that they're gonna stay like this, because now they have to go into the fridge for 1 to 2 hours for the posset to really set. By the way, if you hear someone moaning in the back, it's actually no one moaning in the back. It's just the construction site making weird moaning noises. Unless... Guys, our lemon... I forgot the name. A lemon posset have finally set. They look so cute. They don't really look that cute. Honestly, maybe I just need sunlight. Wow! Posset. I feel like that should mean something like can, because potere, it seems like a can word, you know? So let's see if it can be good. Ooh, my mouth is watering. Yeah, look at how beautifully set it is. Okay, I mean, maybe not at the bottom. Hold on, where did all of the lemon come from? Is it because it's set in the lemon peel? This is so lemony. This is the best thing I've ever tried in my life. I always knew I'm a French at heart. Well, actually, I guess I'm a Brit at heart. I have no words. This is so lemony. It didn't feel as heavy as it should because it is very heavy because of the heavy cream and stuff. That's all you want from a nice little summer dessert, right? I'm moving on. I'm in heaven. Goodbye. Ready for recipe number 2? I am. This looks so good. In the last week, I think this was the recipe that was sent to me the most. This one is from flooring.kitchen. I mean, the recipe is. The viral video is actually from someone making that recipe, so that's kind of sad because Flooring Kitchen also made a TikTok, but that one didn't go as viral as the other one. It is a lemon tiramisu. Tiramisu. I think I've already wondered how to pronounce it in English. Tiramisu. Tyra! I loved especially how in the comments people were freaking out, telling the creator that this isn't tiramisu, that tiramisu is made with coffee. This is a real tiramisu. Like, thank you. I wouldn't have known what to do without that information. Thank you so much. You're a genius. Obviously it's not a tiramisu, but clearly it's heavily inspired by a tiramisu because basically it looks the same but in yellow.
Oh, stupid.
Tiramisu obviously consists of different components. You have your ladyfingers, which I bought. I did not make myself. Who has the time? Like, they're good. Why would I make them myself? Waste of time. Your original cannot be replaced if you only do what the future holds. Because after a hurricane comes a rainbow. But what if there's no rainbow after a hurricane? Oh my god.
Then it's over.
Anyway, components. So ladyfingers, then you will need something to dip your cookies into, which is gonna be our lemon syrup, lemon curd again, and then lastly, you obviously need some sort of cream. We've already made component number 1. So let's move on to component number 2, the lemon curd. We've already made that too. I made that yesterday, but here's how I did it. And again, I'm making half of the recipe. In a medium saucepan, combine 2 egg yolks, 2 whole eggs, 1/8 of a teaspoon of sea salt, and 3/4 of a cup of sugar, the zest of 1 lemon, and 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice. You heat that on medium heat, whisking or stirring constantly until the lemon curd starts to simmer and thicken, approximately 1 minute after simmering. Once it is thickened, you transfer it to a non-metal heat-safe bowl and add about 60 to 80 grams of butter to the curd and let it sit for a minute to melt. Lastly, you stir it until fully melted and smooth. You can then optionally also strain it through a wire strainer to remove any lumps, or you just cover and refrigerate it until it's cold and thickened. Dare I say, it might even be better than the last one I made. Although it's not as lemony. We now move on to the lemon syrup. You're gonna need 60 milliliters of water, about 25 grams of sugar, 1 lemon peeled and juiced. This is optional, but I kind of want to go for it to be cool. Add a sprig of basil. And also optional would be to add 25 grams of limoncello, which surprisingly, I do like limoncello, even though I don't drink alcohol, so I'm not gonna add it. We're just gonna put all of the ingredients into a saucepan, bring it to a simmer on medium heat, and let it cool. Once it's cooled, we're gonna strain out the lemon peels and set it aside in a bowl for later. If you use limoncello, you add it after it's been heated. We can continue with the filling, and that is basically the last step before assemblation. If you can, put your mixing bowl, which we're gonna need now, in the freezer. I don't have any room in there, so I just put it in the fridge, but filled it with ice cubes so that hopefully it'll be cold enough.
I'm not risking anything.
Because we will have to whip some cream, which I hate doing. So far in my life, it has worked like maybe once or twice, and I've tried to do it maybe like 3 times. So here's what you need for the filling. About 180 grams of heavy whipping cream, cold, 170 grams of the lemon curd that you have just prepared, and about 225 grams of mascarpone cheese at room temperature, as it turns out. Just gonna place it in the sun for a little while. Okay, good luck. I don't know. Like, I really don't want to over whip it. I'm gonna leave it at that and call this cream whipped. Hey ya, hey ya. Now it's time to just mix our lemon curd and mascarpone until fully combined and smooth. Lastly, we're gonna have to add the whipped cream into the lemon curd mixture by, folding it under. Being careful not to deflate the whipped cream. That looks like a really great cream. Tastes alright. Oh, it just tastes very creamy. I don't know, to me whipping cream just tastes like it should not be eaten. Time to assemble finally. I'm sure this casserole is way too big, but we're gonna use it anyway. We're gonna start with a layer of ladyfingers. Dip the ladyfingers into the syrup one by one, and then just assemble them inside your casserole. Well, we definitely do not have enough syrup. That's just unfortunate. Maybe I'm just gonna take straight up lemon juice. No one will know. Add half of the filling on top. Spread it out evenly. Now just add more ladyfingers. Again, I'm just gonna sprinkle some lemon juice on top of them because I ran out of syrup. I don't really want to open another packet of the ladyfingers, so that's fine. Lastly, I'm gonna cover it with some cling foil so that our tiramisu, our lemon tiramisu, that is basically just cream, can chill overnight or for at least 8 hours in the fridge. Hello everyone, it is the next day. Here I am with my tiramisu. As you can see, one piece is missing. Naomi already tried it last night. She liked it, so let's see if I will too. What I've noticed when I cut it was that the ladyfingers are definitely not as soaked as I would imagine the ladyfingers to be in a tiramisu. Technically, this isn't really a tiramisu, so I'm about to have lunch, so I'm gonna have dessert first. Mmm. That looks so good. Ooh, actually, the ladyfingers are a little softer now. This is really good. The ladyfingers are a little flavorless. I mean, obviously I didn't make enough syrup, which is weird. But also, I feel like you should add limoncello. I think that would give it a nice little touch in there. Yeah, this is really good. The cream is really nice. I'm gonna stop eating because otherwise this will be my lunch and no. Guys, recipe number 3. The only recipe that was only sent to me once. Listen, I was just intrigued by this recipe. I don't really know what to expect. It was not only the only recipe that was only sent to me once, it was also the only recipe that did not have any lemon in it. Instead, we're gonna be using lime. It is a breakfast toast idea. Essentially, it's a toasted sourdough bread topped with lime and kiwi. And everyone in the comments hated on it, so I was like,
That sounds good.
I mean, obviously, none of them have tried it ever, so how would they know? This is a fairly simple recipe. I can't really add anything else. Here's what you need for it. 1 kiwi, 50 grams of vegan cream cheese, a bit of lime zest, and also about half a teaspoon of lime juice, and 1/4 tablespoon of agave syrup. And lastly, of course, some sourdough bread that I just nibbled on. Firstly, let's dice our kiwi. Do you eat the kiwi with the skin? Because I absolutely love kiwi. I just can't really eat the skin. I've tried it once and it was hard for me to get over the texture of the skin. But also it was even harder for me to feel normal afterwards because it started to get really tingly in my mouth. So I'm like, maybe I'm allergic to the skin. Then we're gonna prepare a bit of a cream cheese mixture. So I'm gonna take a bit of my vegan cream cheese, and to it we're gonna add our lemon zest. Did I say lemon? I meant lime. Some juice and some agave syrup. I'm eyeballing this. Give it a mix and put it to the side because as the last step we're gonna have to pan fry a bread. Time to assemble! I usually put my toast in a toaster. I don't know why I really wanted to pan fry this now. Anyway, now it looks like this. Cream cheese on top. It's fine, guys. I know I don't have enough kiwi. It's fine, look at that. To make it look pretty, some more lime zest. This lime just really does not want to be zested. Here you have our breakfast toast. Honestly, if the sun was shining on it, this could look really pretty and probably with more kiwi. I think I'm gonna like this. I feel like I must have tried something like this before, just me being crazy in the kitchen. Let's see if it's good. I can barely taste the kiwi, but it tastes like cake now. I'm really surprised at how good it is. Well, let's hope we can end this on a good note, yeah? The last one was sent to me a couple of times. By a couple of times, I mean a lot of times. And by a lot of times, I mean... guess. We just got off a high, and I hope we can keep this going so that I can end this on a good note. We're not really off to the best start because, yeah, it's gonna be lemon popcorn. Listen, I'm just not the biggest fan of popcorn. It's fine and stuff, it just doesn't really fill me with joy like coffee does, for example, you know? Maybe lemon popcorn will. So this is just popcorn for the microwave. I bought salty one because we're gonna follow this TikTok. You need buttery popcorn, which I think this is buttery popcorn, I don't know. Then you need sea salt, but I just bought salty popcorn, so I think we should be fine. Maybe I'll add a little bit more sea salt. And then you just need some lemon juice and some lemon zest, and then you're good to go, hopefully. I'm gonna put on my glasses for this one. Actually, I'm gonna take them off. You're gonna take a bowl. Into that bowl, we're just gonna put some lemon zest. I guess a lot, because we want it to be lemony. Some sea salt. Yeah, I don't really know how much. I'm trying to eat less salt, so we're off to a great start. And now I'm just gonna have to make this popcorn. I'm not gonna shake it too much. Anyway. The person in the video then decided it wasn't enough, so they added even more. Why was hers yellow? Lastly, she added quite a bit of lemon juice. Gonna collapse the popcorn, right? Ta-da! It looks disgusting with the lemon zest. But to be honest, guys, who am I to judge? Doesn't feel great because of the lemon juice. Feels soggy. That was too much salt. Okay, yum. I'm not sure if it's sour or too salty. This is really good. Damn, I don't want to eat this out. Shit. Okay, that just gave me life, kind of. I also can't stop eating this, so I should probably leave the kitchen, which means I have to end this video. Full disclosure, I haven't tried the tiramisu, but you will know by now what I think of it. The other 3 recipes, they were so good. Like, I've never had better popcorn. Even the breakfast toast, why was it good? I think I need to have a little digestion break. I miss you already. And I already miss not eating this popcorn. Let me know which of these recipes you will try, and let me know if you have tried them, what you think of them. Also, keep sending me recipes because I love trying them. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Thank you guys so much for watching this video y entonces nos vemos la próxima vez y bye.